Robert, Manchester United beat Nottingham Forest 3-2. These are going to be your player ratings from the game. I think all in all, Manchester United did a very, very good job. We got the 3 points, secured third place. Bruno got his record, equaling assist of 20, and these are going to be your player ratings. So let's get into it. Starting off with Sen Lamont, and I think this is a very, very important save early on in that game from Gibbs White. That's a very difficult save to make. And how many times have we seen that goal being conceded? I think other than that, he claimed a few good crosses and didn't really have anything else to do. The goals they scored is a header from about 6 yards out, and it's a great, great finish from Gibbs White. Can't do anything on the goals, clean crosses, relatively good performance. But Lamont, as I said, that save is a world-class save that keeps United in the game, and that could be a very, very momentum-changing moment. So I have to give Lamont a 6 out of 10 for his performance. Didn't get the clean sheet, but the saves were very much appreciated. Now, the back four, we start with right back Diego Dallo. Dallo, for me, has been just steady under Carrick, 6 out of 10 most times. He is just a good footballer. Defended well, Dallo has his limitations going forward, but did actually put a good cross into the box that led to the Cunha goal. I think he's had a good season under Carrick and good overall season, so I'd give him a 6 out of 10. Actually, I'll bump Lamont up to a 7. I'll keep Dallo in a 6. Maguire, have to give him a 6 as well. I know, again, we conceded 2 goals. That is taken into account. But physical striker Chris Wood, physical striker Awani, I thought he defended relatively well against him. I think him and Martinez in particular were relatively good. He was strong, he was physical, he was aggressive. And again, Maguire's been a good performer under Carrick. So, yeah, I've got to give Maguire a 6 out of 10. Martinez as well. A lot of good sweeping up after Maguire, making blocks, headers, interceptions. I think Martinez is just a very good centre-back. I wouldn't have started him in this game. I wanted Heaven to start because I think he deserved it. But we know if Martinez is fit, he's someone that is in that team because his performance and quality is relatively good. So yeah, he gets a 6. Luke Shaw, for me, just has to get a 7. The goal that he scored is fantastic. Starts off the performance for Manchester United. It's a good finish as well. His first goal in about 3 and a bit years. I think Shaw, the main sort of outstanding stat from him is that he started every single game this season. 37 out of 37 is quite impressive for someone of Luke Shaw who has had a tough time of injury of late, and we've criticised him, but there's no sort of hiding his consistency this season. Listen, he's not the fullback that he was 5 years ago, going on the overlap, getting assists, putting ridiculous crosses into the box, but he's someone who's steady. And we know now Malacia is confirmed to leave. United do need to bring in a left back, but I'm happy to have Shaw here next season. I think he is a decent player. Once his contract ends, then I look at getting rid of him. But this season's been good, and I thought this game he was good. Defended well, got forward in the first half, not so much in the second half, and defended well. So yeah, Shaw gets a 7. Casemiro. Now listen, last game, what performance to go out with? It wasn't like your most sort of scintillating. Didn't get a goal, but I just think he's a very, very good player. And this is his last game at Old Trafford. You can see the support, you can see the emotion on his face throughout the whole game. And he just put in a good game, passing. Didn't get his goal, which was disappointing. Hopefully he gets one in the last game. But I think Casemiro is just a great servant to the football club, a legend of the game. And yeah, I've got to give him a 6. He's going to be truly, truly missed this season. But hopefully his replacement, Anderson, is watching the support that he got, and hopefully will be looking to come to Manchester United. Next to him, Kobe Mainoo, I thought was brilliant today. Nice flicks, tricks, passes. I gave Mainoo a 6 as well. Casemiro, Mainoo a 6. Bruno, 8. He should have had about 5 assists in this game. And Burmo, Cunha, Ahmad, Dorgu, Xerxes all should have had goals from Bruno Fernandes' chances. Like the amount of chances he creates, not even in this game, across the whole season, has been fantastic. Like he is just a world-class footballer, easily the Premier League Player of the Year. Like it's so obvious. A great footballer, someone who just makes the game look so easy, but his work rate is fantastic. His consistency is brilliant. And again, listen, for large parts of the season, he was playing in the number 6. So to get 20 assists in that sort of, and you look at sort of Aguero was playing in a prime Man, De Bruyne was playing in a prime Man City side with the likes of Aguero and those sort of players, Henry as well on the Arsenal side, and Bruno, the amount of chances the attacks missed, it's ridiculous because he easily could have broke and had another 3-4 assists in this game. So yeah, Bruno was brilliant again today. I think his performances have been fantastic. And again, he's got a lot of criticism, but for me, he's the best 10 in the league. He's probably one of the best 10s in world football. And I think it's not only his stats, but the way in which he plays, the passing, the work rate. You see him defending corners, taking corners. Like his work rate for the team is fantastic. So he gets an 8 for me. I think he's a legend of the football club, and hopefully it's another big season for him next season, and that's if he stays. But he's got one more game left to break that record, and I'm hopeful that he does that. Now, on the left, Cunha's been great this season. Another goal, 10 goals for him this season in the Premier League. A great season. Coming into United side, which was quite fragile, he's done a very good job and he settled in relatively well. He scored some big goals in some big games, and he's had big moments for this team. And I think he's someone who in this game just put in a decent shift. So based on this game, I got to give him a 6 out of 10. He got his goal, defended well, and it was just a good performance. On the right, Ahmad, listen, he looked better in this game than he has of late. Should have probably had a goal, definitely should have had an assist. I think Ahmad's just needs that sort of momentum. Hopefully next season is a big season for him. But in this game, he did look alright. I'll give him an average 6 out of 10. And Burma through the middle got that goal. He should have had a hat-trick in Burma today. There was the one where, I can't remember who played it in, but it was like 5 yards out. He just skied it over. But got his goal. Allowed Bruno to get that equaling assist. But if Bruno didn't break it or equal it today, I'm sure he would have been fuming with him, because Mbeumo had so many chances that Bruno should have scored. But Mbeumo gets the goal. That's his 10th goal now in the league, 11th in all comps. And yeah, Mbeumo's looked very good this season. Last few months haven't been great for him, but I'm hopeful now next season's a big season for him in the Champions League. He can get some big goals. I know a lot of people don't like him playing in front, but I think he can offer something there. He might not be the most physical, but he's someone who can drift wide. His hold-up play is pretty decent for the size that he is. So yeah, Burma for me, just based off the goal, I'll give him a 6.5. Sub Xerxes comes on, didn't really impact the game, probably should have scored from the one that Bruno passed to him. But we know Xerxes' future is probably not at United. I'll give him a 5. Mount, I'll give a 5. Dorgu should have scored. I'll give him a 5. And I think that's all that come on. But listen, Michael Carrick, he's going to get a good rating from me this season. This game, 3-2 win. Managed the game well, I'll give him a 7. But yeah, it's been great to see Carrick and what he's done in this team, and I'm sure he'll get a big support when he does get that new contract, because I think that's something that's deserved, and I'm hopeful to see what he can do next season for Manchester United as the manager. So yeah, you can let me know your thoughts. Man of the match is Bruno Fernandes. The fact that he didn't break that record today, criminal.